Hello there everybody, how's it going? I'm League of Legends coming every day, and today I am playing as Xerath in the mid lane. Yes, I started the video off with dancing. No, you cannot stop me. No, nothing you say will change my mind. Yes. Let's take a look at the teams here. We have Xerath mid, Kennen top, cow. What am I even saying right now? Jax jungle, the rest support Ezreal to carry. They have Hecarim jungle vanity to carry Nami support, Olivia mid, and Garen in the top lane. So when we finish picking champions, this guy over here, that guy over there said that our team's pretty awful, and upon a closer examination, yeah, he's right. Our team is actually kind of awful. Because Jack's jungle in general is just really not good. Ezreal's Ezreal. I'm Xerath, and I'm just like a poke, and I don't know, I feel like we're gonna have a really hard time engaging. Like, we have a lot of poke, but maybe it's not that bad, because if we get engaged on, we do still have. I feel like here's the thing. If we get hard engaged on, we're probably screwed, because we don't really have any viable peel for Jax and Hecarim. Garen and Hecarim. So I feel like that's a thing. As for Anivia, I really don't know how the heck I'm gonna do against Anivia. I used to actually play Xerath a fair amount, but that ship has long since sailed, so don't expect any spectacular Xerath plays. Expect me to miss a lot of spells, which I would be embarrassed by, but at the same time, it's justified because I don't really play Xerath anymore. So yeah. But you never know. We might pull out some tricks out of our special little Xerath hat. Xerath doesn't wear a hat, but that's just why they're tricks, because they don't exist. Get it? Haha. Ooh, jokes are real. Thank God she wasn't level 2 yet, because that would have been a significant amount of my health gone already. But, I went to get that minion, and she saw it, the opportunity, and she definitely took it, and I wasn't very happy about it. So, this Anivia, I'm displeased that I missed that minion. In fact, I am very displeased that I missed that main. So displeased that I might just cry in a deep dark corner where no one can see me. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Not yet anyway. That's later in the day when I put that in my schedule. And keep autoing these minions. We have all of our abilities, which is obvious because you can see that we have all of our abilities. I'm missing more minions, but at the end of the day, some of these are really hard to get. That should be enough. It will be. And I did get both of them. That's good. Okay. As long as we play things relatively safe, I should be fine in terms of not dying. Obviously, Hecarim's going to be a huge problem for me, though, because if he ganks from this side and pushes me towards Anivia, I'm probably going to have to have to at least burn one summoner to have any chance of escaping, because I'm Xerath and will die extremely easily if put in a bad situation like that. But, obviously, we will talk about that situation when it actually arrives, but I'm just saying it's likely to actually occur. As of right now, we are doing a thing we probably shouldn't do, which is push the lane rapidly, because it's pretty much just an invitation for Hecarim to show up, which is why I'm kind of hanging over on this side, because it's less likely for him to gank from this side, because chances are he started his red buff, which means he'd likely be on his blue buff area, which means he would gank from the area where the blue buff is closest to. Hopefully, I explain that relatively well, and we'll just keep throwing down poke, maybe let her do a little bit of poking for a change. And by poking, I of course mean, attempted poke, but until she gets her ultimate, Anivia's not going to be a huge threat. Obviously, when she does get her ultimate, it's going to be a lot more difficult to deal with her, but of course, new Anivia ultimate is, I would say, generally worse. Looks like a hardcore gank on the Kennen did result in his demise. That is a shame, but what are you gonna do? I thought I was gonna miss that for a second. Thankfully, that's not the case. And oh, don't you think about doing your ship deep things. I'm gonna poke you with an auto attack because that's just how much I care. All right. Well, yeah, this is exactly what I was afraid of. Wasn't really expecting him to gank me that soon after the gank on the Kennen, but that's exactly what he did, and unsuspecting ganks are often the best ganks, so now that I have no flash, I'm pretty much going to make sure I'm always relatively close to my turret, because if I don't do that, my chances of dying are quite significant. Quite significant indeed. Well, maybe not yet, because I still heal, and they don't do much damage yet, but still. It's still pretty bad. Maybe we can kill her here? Don't have mana though. Alright, that's good. Can't blame him for not letting me get the kill, but the Jack Skank actually worked out really well, which is surprising, because I just went on a little, like, mini tangent saying how Jack's jungle isn't good, which is kind of funny how that works. So hopefully we can push this lane a little bit before Anivia returns. That's what I'm attempting to do. And I do have my W here, which should increase my pushing powers a little bit more. And we're going to use our E there, which didn't do nearly enough, but that's okay. We still did what we were set out to do. Alrighty. Builds. So Athene's just isn't a thing anymore. So because cooldown reduction is so valuable, it recommends... Wait, why does it recommend needlessly large and Phoenix Codex is essential? I guess because the ability power in the early game is just that valuable, but personally, I'm just going to go for Morel Nomicon as quickly as possible, because I really want to get that cooldown reduction as soon as possible, because it's just that valuable on him. And the mana, just everything about it is good. I'll definitely go loot in second, though, followed by, like, Zoniers or something, but for the time being, that's what our plan's going to be. You know what? This Jax actually definitely seems to know what he's doing there. Anivia did indeed roam, but it definitely did not result in any positive things. So that will be the end of that. Go and throw some spells over here so we don't miss some beautiful CS. The dragon is the cloud, so I don't think that's going to really result in anything. And we can actually maybe roam bot. So we're going to go ahead and try that, because I doubt they're expecting a gank from Xerath. And honestly, if they land a pull or anything of the sort, this should go extremely well for us. So let's just see how this kind of departs here, and that will be the W here. And well, that's one kill, but it's probably going to result in everyone else's death. Oh, she flashed the last one. Well. Maybe they went a bit too hard too early. That was a misplay by me there. I honestly felt like I maybe made a poor decision as well. Oh, what are you doing there? What are you doing there, lady? You're doing things that I'm not particularly fond of, that's for sure. And I'm dead. Yep, I'm definitely screwed. Dang it! She actually followed. Because at that point, I was thinking, why would she follow when the chances of me staying are slim? And then she just did it, and it worked. So I'm just a dingus there, I suppose. That's a shame. At least Thresh is fine with the situation. I mean, that was 3 deaths for 1 kill. It's still really bad, but I think the main issue there was, I don't know if Vayne was 6 during that, but pretty much we kind of like focused the Nami. But it's because I kind of thought those two would be able to kind of take care of the Vayne whilst I was busy finishing off the Nami. Wasn't the case, of course, but now we we can use that information in the future. And plus there's the fact that it's a lot easier for me to hit my spells on Nami than Vayne, which is why I kind of tried to prioritize hitting the Nami, because it was more of a guaranteed kill than the other person involved. So looks like we have a dive intention in the bottom lane, which looks like it's going pretty dang well if I had to take a guess. So that will be 1 kill. And there's one Thane and another Thane. We're not going to be able to do much else, but at least we slowed her, I suppose. Alright, so 3 and 1 Vayne. Not good, obviously. And there could be a Hecarim. I'm hoping he's not in one of these bushes. Okay, he was actually roaming down. That's okay. No flash on the Garen. Good to know. Jack's jungle's continuing to prove me wrong. Well, not necessarily wrong. I think I said most Jack's jungles don't do well. I don't think I said Jack's jungle's inherently bad. It's just that most I see don't do well, and like, it's always. I just had a game where Aatrox top did well. It's always nice to see like champions do well in roles that they normally don't, like Yasuo top. But Yasuo top is an exception. They never do well ever. Only if they're on your team though. Actually, no, just in general. Like that's the one role where it happens both ways. If I see Yasuo top, they do not do well. Oh. Okay, well thankfully he pushed me the wrong way, so I should be good. Yep, I couldn't hit those. It's so hard to hit it. You have to land it like perfectly, otherwise they could just move out before the thing actually hits. Which is annoying, but it's just the way it works, so I should probably leave before I die horribly. Obviously, I'm disappointed that I missed. Hopefully Garen doesn't like show up from this bush and kill me, but okay, good, he is still top. Obviously, I'm kind of embarrassed that I missed all of those, but again, it's one of those things that happens all the time with players that don't play Xerath a whole bunch. You have to, like, be really good at predicting their movements, which is kind of impossible when they're moving so sporadically like that, which is kind of why it's so hard to use the ultimate properly, but you know what are you going to do? Oh, Kennen going all in on this Garen. I don't know if it's going to work out for him, but we do have the Jax coming in for assistance. And the stun, the ultimate did go off, but didn't do enough damage. It didn't do enough damage. That's flippin' spectacular. Good job to the team down there. Well, not down there, but you get what you get me. I think you get me. All right, let's ping MIA. What's our score? 1-1-1, 3-0. Jax, Ken's doing relatively well. Ezreal's 1-3. Not a huge surprise, but there have been a lot of crazy ganks. So what are you gonna do? Pop our W and continue our CS escapades. We are doing relatively well in CS relative to Anivia, so there is that. And oh my god, are you kidding me? The push still went off. No, I'm dead. Yeah. All right, I don't call BS on many things, but the fact that his stun went off after he was snared, kind of call a little bit BS on that. Or that's just absolute nonsense in my opinion, but, you know, what are you gonna do? A lot of interactions in this game don't actually make much sense, and that is definitely one of them. And then bot lane immediately gets destroyed once again afterwards, so I guess I've learned my lesson to just pretty much sit at the turret now, because now that I know that my stun can't stop his E, apparently, unless I, like, hit it from really far, which is... I'm mad. I'm mad because I'm bad, mostly, but I'm also just like, come on. How can... He charges at me while he's stunned. It's the fact that he moves while stunned. It goes against the principle of what stun is in every game ever. But, again, hey, now we know, I suppose. Let's move on and try to prosper from this knowledge. And as I said, be extremely careful when we don't know where Hecarim is. So... just stay extremely far back. I mean, it's not like we have a chance of killing Anivia anyway, so we might as well let her push in the first place. So we'll go and place a ward over here as well, so if we know if he tries to like run ass and maybe try to cause a dive, you never know what kind of shifty things this man's gonna try out. He's a wild horse guy. Oh, why'd you attack that? Why'd you do it? Oh, I didn't mean to run ping. Alright, for the time being, we shall remain here, and when we do, we shall dance. Dance until we wait for the minions to show up so we may execute them, resulting in some great gold for me. I will use this gold to advance my career as Valk. Oh, jeez, she has blue buff. This Ice Phoenix has blue buff. But it's okay, I do a lot of damage and clear minions instantaneously, much like she can. So this is going to be a pretty boring game to watch for a while. Because it's pretty much too risky for me to go anywhere close to the middle of the lane, as I've discovered. Oh, we can do Dragon, though, so that's something that is actually so... Never mind. No, we have Cloud Drake now. Yippee dang do. I'm so flippin' excited for this great feat that we have currently accomplished. Alright, we have the bot lane in the nearby area. Arcana pulls to get those minions from afar. I honestly don't need blue buff. Jax probably needs a lot more, so we'll go ahead and not have any objections there. And we'll continue staying in the mid lane, I suppose. We can do our taunt because it looks pretty cool. Looks kind of weird as well because you can see like his energy lights kind of bend, and it's a bit strange, not gonna lie, but what are you gonna do? We don't need to shoot that Arcana Pulse because we might push the lane a bit preemptively. I'm glad Anivia is like just pushing the lane, because honestly she probably shouldn't be doing that, and should be maybe trying to freeze it to some extent, because I'm in a pretty awkward position where I can't do a whole lot if she did that. So this looks like definitely a not good thing. Vayne is continuing to get extremely fed, and as is Hecarim. So this game's gonna be a lot harder than yeah. 1-5 Ezreal. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Ezreals. Don't play Ezreal. Just just don't play Ezreal. They always do bad. Always. Like, I never see an exception. I'm not even trying to be mean. I just never see Ezreal's do good. I just don't know. He's just not a good AD carry, and I don't know why people play him. So that's my thoughts on the situation. In case you were curious, what are we planning to do here? We're planning to get this individual. I feel like their bot lane could very well be en route. We can maybe try to put an ultimate here. So she is forced to juke a little bit, and we landed 2. Unfortunately, we would need to land 3 to kind of make the full situation happen, and I'm gonna get that kill because sorry, Ezreal, I don't think you deserve it. Oh, I'm the nemesis. Why am I even the nemesis? I thought the nemesis is the last person who killed Garen, not the last person who killed Xerath. I don't know. I feel like they changed the icon for it as well, but maybe that's just me. Alright. I don't see Garen or Hecarim nearby, so forgive me for maybe being a little bit concerned for my well-being, but hey, we can maybe get ready for Loons now. This game is by no means over, but they have like the 2 things you need most on your team, which is a fed person who does a lot of consistent damage, and a fed person who is a tank, and also does a lot of damage as a tank. So, and while we have a good melee consistent damage dealer and good poke, but we don't have good range consistent damage, which is probably one of the most valuable things in most games. But hey, game's not over yet. Still a possibility. One good stun on the vein. It's all it could take. That's all it could take. Is there someone who is currently en route? Because I feel like, yeah, there's definitely someone en route. I'm not happy about it, but I know it's still. Oh, what are you doing, lady? What are you doing? I can do damages to you. Don't you understand? Damages. And, oh, yes. It's so good. What the heck are you doing, lady? Oh, goodness me. Oh, goodness me. Yeah, no, this is not very, ideal. Oh, there's 2 more kills for the Vayne. Alright. 8-1. 8-1 Vayne. My concern continues to grow on this day, and I need to be very wary because I don't even have level 2 boots. But that's quite alright. That is quite alright. I guess we'll just remain here and hope we don't get dove. Am I gonna have to abandon my turret? Because if Vayne's also in the lane, they could probably dive me. I'm paying that for the Vayne. I hope the Kennen can decipher that. Because he can get condemned, like, while Garen chases him, and that's all it would take. That's probably all it would take, but I'm thinking he's fine. I do see the Vayne in the bottom lane, so that's a good thing in a sense. We'll have enough for Ludens soon-ish. Don't forget to upgrade Strikers. This Musashi is really spiffy and just kind, which is weird to see in this video game. Sounds rude stereotypical, like League isn't actually full of toxic people if you don't play ranked, but and probably I'm just saying my experience in ranked. Oh my god, leave me alone, man. Just this Hecarim is actually the worst. He's ganks. I'm like right here. I can't even be like I have to be 2 feet in, like, away from my turret, otherwise he ganks. Because I'm Xerath, and you know what? It upsets me. It upsets me a great deal. But what are you gonna do? What's the next dragon? It's Cloud again. Dragon presence is like one of the few things that we seem to have, so that's a bit concerning that we can't even like do stuff like that. Oh goodness me. Oh goodness me. Alright, we should be a little bit wary, team. I am. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's good. Land the stuff. Land the stuff. How the ultimate angle? I don't know how it works. I think I hit all my spells though. Oh, it's good. It's good. The Jax gain more kills. Fabulous. Absolutely stupendous. I like it. All right, let me get that for my sweet, sweet mana. All right, that was a really good catch. Yeah, very good catch. Good hook. Let me know what he's been being. I just give him good hook. Good hook. Good hook. Well hook. Fantastic hook. Magnificent. I like it. Alright. Like how I used a Q for that minuscule health. Aww. Aww. Poor Kennen. I should probably not take this risk because if Hecarim just like chases me, I won't really have a viable method of escape. So let's just not be stupid and just recall an actual safe position, which is a thing a lot of people don't seem to do, and it's not that hard to do. Hopefully my turret doesn't die in the meantime, because it is a possibility. Ludens, and thankfully we have just enough gold for our sorcerer's shoes. Very, very, very big back there, because one Q with our Ludens up will do a lot of damage. Drag likely gone. There's not necessarily a huge point in... Yep, there it goes. It's Cloud though, so it doesn't really matter that much, but just felt the need to mention on the off chance something could have happened. Care bottom, probably for the best. I want to ward our blue, but it's so risky. It's just so risky. Oh, there it is. He took it. This goddamn jokester took it. Oh, why'd you do it, man? Just, you know, why'd you do it? Oh, well. We'll just continue our pushing escapades. This should be like, you know, have a counter of how many times I say drinking escapades this game, because it's probably happened a lot here. Oh, something's going down in this general area. Oh, I did enough. The W did enough. I missed the Q, but it's okay. She just got hammered anyway. Fantastic. I'm officially a very strong Xerath. Strong enough? Great question. Very, very excellent question. Great Q by me. Probably the best Q I've ever made in my entire life. Oh wait, no it isn't. You should let me use this Arcano Pulse on you, Anivia, so I could do damages. Heck, if I had a full combo on her, that'll probably be enough to finish the job, I would think. Can't say for certain, but I think it would do enough. Okay, good job on the Thresh. Can he land this one? He can, very good. No Hecarim in sight. Ezreal dying the Vayne, which is not necessarily a surprise. I mean, come on, this man has Cole. You don't go Cole on any champion, generally. That's how I feel, at the very least. Okay, Hecarim top. Hecarim's still yet to die, but to be fair, he's been making it very hard to actually kill him. We see a Nami warding our nearby area. Continue the CS train. How much CS do we have? 169. Fantastic. And so does Anivia. We have the same amount of CS. Excuse me. I feel like Garen just got baited in the most rude way possible, and I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe we should head over, because no, probably not. Yeah, I mean, I'll just stay mid. Just get fed off farm, even though I'm fed off of like kills and stuff as well. Just continue doing what we do best and get fed off of just killing these goddamn minions. Fabulous. See, oh, good grimy. Oh, good grimy. Oh, the Hecarim, he can't be stopped. Oh, the Nami can't be stopped? I feel like the Nami can be stopped, though. We should probably, maybe shoot some Q. Oh, we landed two of them. We landed... So I found the Vayne. The one time I entered the jungle. Vayne's there. God dang it all. What the heck do we want to build next? Honestly, this might sound weird, but I'm thinking Rylai's. Because having my Q slow, that's probably why it doesn't recommend it, but because of my it makes my Q slow. And two, my ult slows, which means it would in general, it would make it a lot easier to do the thing where this doesn't look like it should be there. It'd be easier to make pretty much land my ults consecutively. That's basically what I'm saying. I thought Jax was going to stay top with Help Turret, not Scuttle Crab. Same. I actually did think that, you know, I neglected to mention that detail. Because they probably could have gotten the turret, considering that Jax's health was still pretty fine. And for some reason, he kind of just left, which was a questionable decision. How are we gonna go about this? I guess we're still going for this. I'm just worried Vayne's gonna show up and kind of ruin everything, but oh god dang it. Oh, that was the best flash I've ever seen. GG. Yeah. Oh geez. Flash. Ooh. Oh, good gravy. Good gravy. Why didn't they continue chasing after me? I have no idea. Oh, God, that's why. That's why. Because Hecarim found me. I don't think Ezreal's going to be able to finish the job here, but thankfully our good buddy Jax is here to save the day as per usual. He continues to destroy everyone that dares cross his path. Sorry, couldn't finish the Garen. But hey, apparently we actually killed 4 of them there, and Hecarim's actually died twice now, which is also cool. So, I'm going to go Rylized. A lot of people are probably going to judge me for this extremely harshly, and by a lot I mean maybe 2 at best, but to those 2 people, that's what I think of you. Anyways. Oh god. Let's not die while recording. That'd be a very bad thing. Maybe a good thing. I'm pretty sure it'd be an awful thing, actually. Let's go in the mid lane. Continue our... I'm not going to say it. Continue our beautiful, triumphant domination over the enemy team. Jeez, this is close. 21-21. Did not realize things were going that swimmingly. Well, not swimmingly, but swimmingly in a sense. Jax is indeed going to give me blue by the looks of things, so I am pleased by this fact. Will that be enough? It will be. Okay, and they weren't able to take it, so that's good. I wouldn't have been opposed to Jax taking the blue for himself, but I understand why he gave it to me, because the cooldown's probably more useful to me, and the general mana regen might be as well. Alright. Oh, it's Infernal. Oh, no. Oh. That is not good at all, and I am dead in every possible respect because Hecarim ulti GG, boys. Go. Well, Ken's having his way with the top turret. This is real bad. In any situation, never, ever. I mean, them getting the dragon's bad. But whenever the enemy team against Infernal Drake, you probably have a right to panic, because 8% is a fair amount. That's a fair amount of increased damage. You know, it's funny, because as soon as I looked over to the dragon, I'm like, wait, it's probably Infernal. Like, I just had that gut instinct, like, this is going to be Infernal Drake, and we're going to all cry horribly. And it was Infernal Drake. Also, I'm pretty sure Ken was, like, had, like, half a second before he could Q that Vayne, and maybe kill her, but she did heal, so probably wouldn't have done enough damage. Alright. We still have a lot of teamfight potential. And I mean, they do too as well. Apparently, Ezra's on a killing spree now, so, you know, maybe he'll prove me wrong as well and do good things in the future. Who knows? Who knows? This lady is attempting to escape our grasp, and I'm not fond of it. I'm not fond of it at all, so... yeah, I mean, I pretty much forced her in a very awkward position in general. Thunderlord's proccing. Thunderlord's proccing, and she couldn't evade that. Thank flippin' goodness. Let's go and stun this guy, and... this guy's going for it. He is going for it, and the Ignite will do the necessary damage, though they maybe went a bit too hard. Just a bit. That's okay, though. Well, obviously it's okay, because it's a problem for them, and not a problem for us. I'm pretty happy about it. Oh, I just clicked the forward button on my mouse. Doesn't actually mean anything, so I don't know why I bothered to commentate on it, but I mentioned it anyway, much like melons. You like melons? I think everyone should like melons, honestly. People who like melons, you're a good... Let's go back and get our allies. And go Rabadons next. I know what you might be thinking, Zhonya's, but generally people are I mean, Zhonya's is still really good, but I feel like we should just go like an all-out poke build. I'll probably go Zhonya's last still, but it pretty much is like, it's Zhonya's or Void Staff, because Rabadons is like definitely a yes, and it's pretty much, it realizes the new item here. It's not like a super common item that's in like every build ever, kind of like Zhonya's was and stuff of that sort. And Nivea is going Zhonya's right now. I like how Zhonya's is still just mine like everyone builds, even though they nerfed it so badly. Because it makes sense because the active is just that good, but on a poke-heavy champion, I feel like I can potentially still do things without it. Oh, that's good, that's good. Oh, that's also good. That's also very, very good. I didn't land the stun because of the flash. Let's triple kill. Well, good job to the cannon, gain all those kills. That's pretty good stuff. And catching out that Vayne. I honestly think this. I'm onto something with this Rylai's Xerath build because the Q slowing is just so useful, and the ulti as well, of course. But I'm just bad with it. But at the end of the day, landing one Q makes it so you can land others so much easier potentially. Dang it, you stinking horse! Come back here. I wasn't done with you. Don't try to take my CS with your Qs, Ezreal. It's my CS. Don't you see it has my name on it and everything? People on these days are so selfish. Goodness gracious. Add an accent just so everyone can ensure that I'm using sarcasm. Okay. Let's never make that noise ever again. Yeah, I'm going to make it again. Oh. Kennen is in a slight issue here. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, I was dead. That was honestly very stupid of me, because their entire team is resurrecting, and these gates exist. If this was old Summoner's Rift, I might have been fine, because those gates didn't exist. Oh well. If they just keep chasing, they probably can't catch up to Ezreal, but they do also know that Jax is there. Oh, they're still going for it. They don't even... What the heck was that? Hextech item? Oh, that's the Hextech gunblade. I guess they've made an animation for it. Neat, I suppose. Get our rod and prepare ourselves for the Rabadons that we will build. Ezreal will be dying horribly. What a shame. And it looks like they were considering a siege, but are not going to be able to do so. Actually, honestly, if I was Kennen, I might have considered going hard on that Nami there, because one Q might have done enough. I feel like it would have been very close to doing enough damage. Because she had like 400, and his Q probably does like about 400. I'm not sure. Let's go to the mid lane. 6-6-11. Not the most prestigious score of all time, but again, I should stop mentioning score because it makes people want to focus on it more, and you really shouldn't focus on score. You should focus on like what you're doing. So, you know, you don't focus on score, because I feel like people who focus on score a bunch are the... Oh, it's another Infernal. We need to get this badly. I feel like people who focus on score are the kind of people who generally rage because they're so focused on, like, I need to have a good score. God flippin' dang it. Too early. He should have angled it more to the left, I guess. I don't know what you would call that directional-wise, but, you know, it's a direction, I'm sure. Oh, good Nami wave. Well, actually, technically not, but I mean, it hit two of us. Oh, good. We are still hitting these Qs pretty consistently, and we can do some good damage to you as well. How's this gonna? Can I get man off of you? I can. Indeed I can. Garen trying to flank us. Didn't really work out for him, but that's okay. Vayne probably was considering Condemn. Didn't really work out for it, but that's okay. And we are still fighting over this Infernal Drake, who... Wait, okay, it's heckling. So we could ulti to try to take it. I don't know if that's really gonna work, but he could try it. Oh, I really... I was really worried that Nivea Q was gonna steal it. Thankfully, Jax is a good jungler, so... I like it. Nivea, I don't like as much, and we did land that. But it doesn't actually matter much. I should take that land, so because I'm a bit worried for my safety right now. And they're went a bit too hard once again. Just a bit. Don't stand in the Nivea Q. It's never a good idea. Keep throwing out spells because why not? And oh, I think I indeed would have died if I got hit by that, because she could have probably walked over to me. Because the only person to protect me at that point was Ezreal, because Thresh was recalling. So yeah. Whoop. I don't know what that noise was. Let's go back and get a blast one. I feel like we can afford to sell our Doran's Reign because we're pretty much only keep at this point the health is the only useful factor. So I might as well just sell it. We do a lot of damage though. I'm pretty pleased with how much damage we are currently outputting. Oh, Kennen's W did not do nearly as much damage as I thought it would. Huh. Well, you know. This is definitely going to be a triple kill for the Vayne. I honestly don't really know entirely as to why Ezreal thought he had a chance. But, you know, props to him for trying, I guess. Poor choice overall still, as we obviously discovered. Oh, oh dear, it's not oh dear. So, be a little bit wary for our safety. Oh, I can't even do the classic auto trick with them. Alright, maybe just like ulti these like minions here, so it's a little bit, so they're kind of a little bit dissuaded from going in as much. Yeah, I see you. I see you, and you're gonna like force me to maybe. Is there a point using heal? Stun. Yep. No, there wasn't. Ah, I can't do anything to that goddamn robot pony. Oh well, at least everyone else is alive now, so it should be fine. And Kennen. Yep. Garen's ult followed him. Well, that was a really unfortunate time to teleport. And a lot of throws happening here. Ezreal has no ulti, so that's probably going to be 2 turrets for them. Shouldn't be 3. I sincerely hope they can't get 3 off of this, because that obviously would be really, really bad, but it could happen. Yeah, no, they're definitely going to get it. Oh, good God. They got so much out of that. All because a simple catch-out on me and the Kennen is all it took for them to get 3 turrets. Or is it just 2? I'm not sure. Alright, that's really, really bad. That's a given. Okay. Really, really good thing to keep in mind. Vayne does not have Quicksilver. Which means 1 E on Vayne and my full combo should be enough to 100-0 her. I think. I'm not entirely certain, but I think if I land a full combo on Vayne, she will die. Obviously doing that's going to be really tricky, but maybe without the Bloodthirster shield it will. Again, I'm not positive on this, but who knows. So, obviously these super minions are gonna keep us relatively busy for the time being. But Baron's up in 5 seconds. That's important. That's a good thing to know. They very well could send someone to split push bot. In fact, that's kind of what I'm expecting here. So keep that in mind. That outer turret's in a big amount of danger. If Vayne goes down there, then that stuff's gonna go down really quickly. So I'm worried about that. Oh goodness, this guy is Guardian's Angel. Not good. Not good at all. But, you know, what are you going to do? If you're going to allow us free poke, then that's okay, because... But this is going to be a little bit more harder for me. Put a little bit of a thing there. That's a lot of minions. And... Alright, not who I intended to hit, but that's okay. Maybe... Oh, that's a Vayne. Walk far, or rather float. Float far, far away. That turret is dying horribly to minions. I think they're gonna do it here. Yeah, Jax. I don't think Jax caught on. Pretty sure he didn't catch on. Yeah. Well, that honestly probably would have stolen Baron if they didn't smite. But you know, obviously, why would they not smite? Oh geez, this might be Jax's untimely demise, I think, and we're gonna maybe try to... Oh no. Okay, we took the lantern, thank God. And I think that hit as well, even though he had no vision, it did. Jax is still being chased, my nose is itching, bad timing, nose, okay. Nose, please stop, I'm not a fan of you right now. Okay. We're going to push that turret. We have to abandon that turret. It's way too risky for us to defend that. Kennen doesn't have Zhonya's, so I strongly disagree with that, because Kennen ult can still go off while Zhonya's is active. Just a personal thing, but I really think Kennen should have Zhonya's at this point. I think he should have it in place of Rabadon's, honestly, or Leandry's. Oh well. We can't stop them from getting the Elder Drake. They're gonna get it too quickly. They have Elder Drake and Baron now. Oh me, oh my. Oh goodness gracious. Alright, well let's go get our Rabadon's death cap. and see how that goes for us. So, Rabadon's Death Cap. I mean, Ken still can get a really good ulti off. Like, of course, it's still possible, but making that possibility happen, it's going to be really tricky, considering how we don't necessarily have a dedicated tank. Alright, we can do some good damage to him, that's fine. And maybe some more damage in that general area. We don't have blue buffs, or we do have mana woes at the end of the day. But as long as we get the occasional auto off, then we will be good. Ooh, good damage. More good damage. We do, again, we still have poke ahead of them. I don't know whose idea it was to engage, but yeah, I don't know whose idea it was to engage. Did Jax go in on that? Because well, you tried, buddy. And you yeah, no, that didn't do nearly enough. Yep. Who engaged? I don't understand who engaged and why they would. They had Elder Dragon and Baron. Like, that's... And an Infernal Drake. Like, they had so much stat boost that we didn't have. I mean, we had an Infernal Drake as well, to be fair, but... The Elder Dragon and the Baron. And because we hooked the Garen tank, Jax chose to engage, I think. Which... I don't think I should have to explain why that's bad. But, you know, mistakes happen, I suppose. There's also some build paths that I thought were questionable. But, oh well. I mean, heck, I didn't go Zonia's. But, yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy it anyway. I mean, it was still a close game at the end of the day. So, what are you going to do? Things happen. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. Make sure to like, comment, if anything, fantastic, say, and subscribe. You're able to raise more than 5 if you heart. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.